The Sunoco League Series goes international, but a change of trajectory has moved us, starting the European Tour, not in Portugal, but we're here, back in La Colina, Spain. Hello everybody, welcome to round number 6 of 20 of the 2018 Sunoco League Series season, as we return to one track that has held some legendary races, and has ended some championships over the last few years, but it's only round 6 this time out. Bermuda Superspeedway has been removed from the schedule following a safety inspection, and Gravis City was called as the replacement track and has now been put into place. Gravis City will be later this season in Latvia, right before Kardiala in Finland, but we just return now to La Colina to start the European Tour. So yeah, that's a thing. There was one trade right off the bat in the trading period. We expected this trade, but we didn't know who it was going to be with their low performance. Cody Lamas has been traded away from Full Frontal Motorsports following very poor performance in the first 5 races of the season. And Shane Vincent was called to be put into the 04 car, so that means that Cody Lamas now in the 28 car for the rest of the season. On pole position here today, Alexander Rowe did not get off to a good start to the season in the A1 Tour, but it's looking to turn it around, and starting on pole position is a great way to do it. Could this be the start of the turnaround for Rowe? Alongside the guy who's won the last 2 races in a row and going for the hat trick. Only one other person has pulled a hat trick in Sunoco League Series history. Can he be the second? Paul Jackson, your points leader, on the front row for this race. He wasn't originally, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. Scott Roush on row 2. He still is not within owner's points. He's 31st in points. Very, very rough start to the season. Roush really needs to pick it up. Alongside PJ Cranko, who was really expected to do good in the start of the season, but he really hasn't. It's been a big struggle for the 27 crew, but starting P4 here today could be his way to turn it around. On row 3, Roger Ray, the Disruptor. His season hit a rough patch, but he got a good position in Nashville, won Pensacola. He just needs to get some consistency going, and he can have a great season. That's alongside William Duncan, your second in points, chasing after the guy who's on row 2, Paul Jackson. And Duncan looking very strong this season, and he has a good history here. We'll see if that'll come through to him. He's starting P6. On row 4, you got Sean Angel, who was the point leader for the first 4 races of the season. He now sits P3 in points, but he's still a very big championship threat as we go into the European Tour, which is where Trailblazer really likes to shine. And that's alongside Cordell Paulson, who has been picking up his pace as of late, and he could end up being a championship threat for his second title if this continues. And on row 5, you got Johan Art, the 2-time PLS champion. His season actually started pretty well. It started really rough at the very beginning, but it's really picked up. He's got 2 top 10s in a row, and one of them was even a top 5. So Johan Art, looking really strong. He's just got to keep it up, but he loves his road courses. We'll see how it goes. Alongside Max Anderson, who has had a rough start to the season, starting near, I think it's the bottom of the top 20 or even a little bit out of the top 20. Anderson, the Season 3 champion and the supposed GOAT, maybe losing his GOAT title to Jackson if this keeps up. It's been really rough, but we're in the road courses, what is being dubbed as Full Frontal Country. We'll see what he could do starting in P10. But yeah, as we talked about, Jackson was not the original front row starter. It was actually Tyler Thaber, but Thaber went to the rear because of an incident back at the end of practice with Roman Rahal. Rahal caused that incident and was forced to the rear. But it's 1 point to his super license. Rahal's ride might actually be in danger at this point because poor performance, and this is starting to tick it over the edge. There could be something in store for that 83 car for the next few races. But yep, there is no new car yet. It even still says Lamas on the top, but it is, don't get it wrong, it is Shane Vincent. Shane Vincent. Road courses aren't really his thing. He said that, but you never know. He's starting actually pretty decent, so we'll see how he can do. And then Cody Lamas, down to 28 car. We'll just have to see how he does in his new Ford machine. But the command's about to be given.
Start your engines.
And for the first time in Pontiac's SCS career, it's Alexander Rowe leaning down to the green flag here as we're going green in the European Tour. And we're clean! Through turns 1 and 2, it's Rowe who got off to an amazing start. Jackson! What happened? Oh, something just didn't click for the 10 car on that start. That was a horrible start for the 10 car. But a great one for Sean Angel. He'll dive down the inside of Ray and Rowe. The fight is on for the lead, and I think, yes, Sean Angel is the new leader. Oh, Ray got a little loose there, tagged the back of Rowe. He's fine, and Ray will take second away. That's 2 of the winners so far this season in the top 2. The other 2, Duncan is struggling, but Jackson is falling like a rock right now. And he just can't seem to find his footing. There he goes. He's now clear. He's on the inside. Now he's got to use this. Pericles will be fighting with his manufacturer teammate Ron, and they clip together and go around. Durrell and Connor Monaco would do it as well. Not as severe as the other 2, but unfortunate for them. But it's Angel, Ray, and now Roush down the inside of Rowe with Paulson pushing behind. Oh, Rowe gives Roush a little bit of a tap. Doesn't want him to get through him, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get through him anyway. Roush seems to have the line, and ooh, Rowe makes a mistake. And that's going to let his teammate down his inside. But Paulson up into 4th, Roush up into 3rd, and I think Rowe is going to keep 5th. The end of lap 1, there was a lot of moving around, and it's Sean Angel, your leader. Skyla Johnson would be turned by Malcha and would go right through the barrier. Through the trucks. That was a hard hit. She's already suffered an injury this season. We're not sure if she'll have to suffer another. Get an update on that as time goes on, but for now, that is Rowe continuing to fall through the field. He's now lost a few more positions on top of what he lost in the first lap. Losing a position to Bartlett now. But right now, it's all Sean Angel out front trying to get a second win of the year. But as mentioned, it's full frontal country out here. That's what it's been dubbed as. And here is Paulson. One of those full frontal cars expected to do great this weekend. He started P8. He's now P2. Angel was P7. And now he's P1. So they started on the same row. And now they're 1 and 2. See what they do as time goes on. Where is Jackson? How far has he fallen? 17th, fighting with Curtis. It's all going wrong for Jackson right now. It's just not going right at all. Can't keep grip, can't keep his speed up, and La Colina looks to be ready to strike again on his bad luck. So this was on lap 2. Max Jackson will be coming into this very weird downward left-hander, will be dumped by Vince Freeze. He was already near the rear anyway. Got loose, got clipped by the 8 car, and he's got a ways to go now if he wants a good result in this race. As we turn through the last corners, we're going on to lap 4. You can see Duncan might be the quickest guy on track right now. He's got through Halleck, he got through Johan, and he's already right on the rear of the 08. 2:01.5. That is not the fastest lap of the race. In fact, Angel was a little bit quicker than him. Mistake out of the top 2. Who's the first to not make a mistake? It's Duncan again. Duncan is really good at not making mistakes in that corner. He'll move up into 4th. He's moving into 3rd. No. Ray is going to hold him off. Roger Ray takes third away from Roush. Duncan takes fourth away from Roush. And now William Duncan looks strong. Roush wants his position back, though. And he'll challenge for it. Going into this very odd downhill right-hand carousel? Could it even be considered a carousel? I don't know. Very odd corners around this track. But it's now Duncan versus Roush, and Johan Arndt joining in, pushing his teammate. Not going to work. You can't work on the inside through here, and it is going to be Roush taking the position away. Rowe is starting to climb back up, and just like back in Kansas, Pontiac is sticking together. They're back together. Duncan, he had that position on Roush, and he lost it again. He's just going to have to work for it. Whoa! In the pits! Did something happen we didn't see? No. This is not something we didn't see. In fact, this is scheduled. I'm very skeptical about the decision made here. Wolfstein does the same. Why are you pitting lap 5? That doesn't seem like the right move. Rowe, what are you thinking? You gotta have some idea of what you're doing if this is the call you're making, but I don't know, man. This is really risky if you're undercutting this far. I'm not even sure he can make it to the end. Karenko now versus Halleck. And a good move out of Karenko gets the move done before this double left-hander, which is cursed on the inside. And it's not going to work for Halleck trying to get his spot back, but he may be able to cross over through here. And a great battle between Halleck and Karenko. But Karenko will keep the spot. Fastest lap is Cordell Paulson still. He's definitely closer than 1.5 seconds. I think Angel made a mistake last time around. Because, yeah, Paulson's closer to Angel than he is to Ray. Is anyone else taking this very wild strategy that Rowe is? That's a no. No one else is making that call, and I fully agree with that. I see no reason to pit right now. I think Rowe is a little bit insane. I saw the 87. Uh-oh. Thank you, Wolfstein. Wolfstein von Schaefer coming through the corner and would dump the 87. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not. And no one else would hit him. But that is unfortunate for Maverick Wolf. This is not the day they wanted so far. And Cody Lamas would be coming through and would just be... Who would... Oh, he would get loose! Lamas would lose the car and go into Caesar. That was all Lamas. That was all Lamas. Oh. And he is out of this race. We move on to lap 7. It is Angel and Paulson pulling pretty close laps to each other. And both running wide. All three running wide. Again, this is going to be the story of the day. Is that corner is going to bring you down a notch, and you really need... Oh, you really need to keep your grip through there. Johan almost takes out his own teammate. Duncan was slow and moved up into Johan, but luckily they didn't go around. Karenko now versus Scott. Scott's making moves. Anderson's making moves. Shane has gotten back through DJ Curtis. They were fighting there for a while. Curtis had the spot, but now Shane Vincent up into the 13th position. Good first performance in this 04 car for not being a road ringer. He's going pretty well. Fastest lap of the race, Roger Ray, your third position car. Oh, Angel made a mistake somewhere because Paulson was not this close before. They were even laps last time around. Where did Angel lose all this time? Because we know Paulson made a worse 1 and 2 than Angel did. He must have shaken it up somewhere. And this is leading Paulson closer and closer to the rear end of the 78. Paulson wants a win. He's performed very well on the A1 Tour. Good start to the season for the 42 crew. Best full frontal in the field, and he's continuing to prove why. He is right near the rear of the 78. If Angel makes a mistake in 1 and 2 and Paulson does not, that's gonna be Paulson taking the lead. Oh yeah, half a second cut. Here we go. Who's making the bigger mistake? I think it's Angel. It is! Oh, Paulson's trying down the outside, actually. It's up the outside line. He's going the long way around. Not gonna work. Little bit too risky out of Paulson to try to make a move on the outside. But you gotta try. Can he make a dive here going into this very odd carousel-like corner? He's close. He's gonna make a dive. Now he's down the inside. This is an excellent place to make a move. If Paulson can hold strong on the outside here, he's got it. He's got it. Paulson around the outside and to the lead. New leader, Full Frontal Motorsports and Cordell Paulson. Duncan versus Bouchard for the 4th position. Oh, they're touching. They want to fight for this. But Duncan, with Johan seemingly dropping back through the field, and Rowe undercutting the biggest hope for this team is that 4 car. Especially the factor of him possibly taking the points lead. He took 2 positions on that lap. He's looking really strong. But I think Angel might be the point leader. Where is Jackson? Is he still falling? No. He's neutralized about right around the top 20 mark. He's now hanging out with Tyler Thaber and Roman Rahal. Started at the rear of the field, but at least he's not falling anymore. Oh! Bobo. Oh, a log is around. No, is that a mechanical issue? Yeah, he's got a tire going down. A log got a tire go down. A log's tire is down. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, Paulson makes a mistake now. There goes Angel. I thought I heard contact. We did. Johan's around. Anderson got a little too eager with a move on Karenko. Ran himself wide and back up right into the 14. He got way too anxious to make a move, and that's all on him. Johan's got to be livid. It was an amazing day for the 14, and it comes to an end because the 40 car... Oh, that is just bad luck for Johan Art. That's not his fault. Unfortunate for the 14, an innocent bystander in that incident. Anderson, you might have to answer for that. That was way too aggressive for lap 9. We look back up, the battle between Vincent and Curtis is still raging on. Former teammates. Just one race ago they were teammates, and now they're fighting really hard with each other. They are really pushing each other. Right now they should be 9th and 10th right now. Shane Vincent, a top 10 in his first performance on a road course for this team, would definitely prove his worth. You've already had a Vincent do good for this team in the past. That was Adam Vincent, the 2016 champion, Adam Vincent, and now Shane Vincent's at the team, and he's battling for a top 10. Karenko's in. Could that have been a tire rub from the contact with Anderson? Oh, ew, they've got to be mad. I think that was a tire rub from the contact. Griffin's in. I know he had a part in that incident as well. Oh, they've got to be mad. They've got to be real mad at him. And they have a reason to be. Anderson was way too aggressive for that point in the race. Should not have done that. There was no reason to be that aggressive this early in the race. Here comes Duncan. Very solid, very swift move down the inside of Roger Ray. No problems, no fights, and William Duncan up into third. Roush moves to fourth as well. Roush really needs to get himself in the top 30, and this is the way to do it. There is Johan now coming into the pits. Very mad over the radio. And it gives him a little tap to the side of the car. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's mad. Anderson is going to have to answer to a few people. Oh, Curtis back through Shane. They're 8th and 9th, actually. Very impressive. Shane is looking quick, too. He's still pulling solid 201s. Like, he's doing well. Wow, Roush. That, I didn't expect a little break into the 2 minutes. Wow. Okay. Roush is a little scary. Just a little. And he's going to try to move down the inside of Duncan. I don't think it's going to work here. No, not here. Duncan just needs to utilize that outside momentum, and it'll carry him around Roush, and he'll be able to re-clear him. That wasn't going to work, Roush. Don't get too aggressive. Don't do what Anderson did. Thank you. In fact, he's just going to wait for Duncan to make a mistake instead, and that's Roush up into third. Good job, Scott Roush. And I saw that Angel had made a mistake as well. Paulson trying to go the long way around again. You just can't do that. Way too risky. Duncan trying to hang on to fourth from Bouchard and Ray. Bouchard, road ringer, finally showing his stuff the last few races, and it's still working out. Bouchard's looking strong. Oh, Paulson's looking eager. He might not even wait for turn one to make a move. He's getting closer and closer. Will they pit now? If I was Angel, I'd pit now. Save the having to go through Johan Art. Just pit now. Nope, they're gonna go through him. We know there's a pit stop coming. For a fact, there's a pit stop coming. Although I don't think the undercut's better, so they might be making a good move. They did catch him in a good spot, so maybe that was the right choice. Maybe that was. Oh, another mistake. Not as big as one that they usually make, but still a mistake. I don't think Roush or Duncan did make a mistake, so they're going to start closing in. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake out of Angel, and Paulson down the inside. Down the back straight. And yeah, there's no way you're holding on to that one, Angel. No way. Cordell Paulson back to the lead. This battle has been raging on for a while, and it's just giving the chance for the 38 and the 4 to try to close in. Oh, that's too risky, Duncan. Don't do it. Okay, just... he'll let you through. Good. I thought he was going to go for it on Roush, too. That was going to be way too risky. Paulson, Angel, are you going to make the same mistake you have been the past a while? Yep, not too big of a mistake. But neither of these two make a mistake again. Duncan and Roush are on rails right now. Working to try to track these two down. And they're constant fighting with each other as look how close they're getting. They were 3 seconds back at the line, and that is not 3 seconds back, I don't think. Oh, here we go again. Angel trying to make this move again. They're back fighting with each other. Look how close they're getting. They could actually play a factor in this. Paulson's going to hold the lead, though. For now, it's still Cordell Paulson. being the first guy in the pits is gonna be important. So you know why Angel's fighting for this. Because if he can be that first guy to go into the pits, that's so important. Especially without having the first pit stall. Since Rowe was the one with the first pit stall, and he might be in position to win this race. We don't even know. But I don't know. Oh, they're being held up. They're held up by Anderson. Oh no. Roush and Duncan love this. They love to see this. They gotta move him. Paulson, you gotta move your teammate. By force if you have to. Because look how close the 38 and the 4 are. As said, they have been on rails the last few laps. Oh my god, they're here. They were 3 seconds back last time around, and look at how close they are. They've got to be within a second and a half now. Oh, Roush is within a second of the lead. Roush is dangerous. Little mistake. So did Paulson. Here comes Angel again. This fight has been raging lap after lap, and now Duncan doesn't want to let Roush be the one to challenge. As long as he can keep his grip through here. Nope. Roush will instead get the momentum, but now Roush is closing in on Angel. It's a top 4 battle, starting to heat up. While Bouchard and Ray fight for 5th. There goes Shane versus Curtis. These two are back fighting for 8th. We be coming into 1 and 2, and Faber would lose the back end of the car, have to check up, and the 06 would go into him, the 07 would go into him, and that's not what Red Stallion wanted. It's not the end of the day Faber wanted, but he had to check up there. He was going to go, or it was going to go really bad for him anyway, so he was pretty much screwed there. That gave Jackson a good few positions. But, man, that's unfortunate. We look back at the front. They've got to pit soon. These guys are all fighting, trying to find their way to be the guy leading in the pits. But I think what their biggest problem is they're fighting so... Oh, Rowe's back in. Oh, Rowe had an issue. That ruins that. He's not going to be in it anymore. Unless Karenko's in it, maybe. No, I think he's too far. I think Karenko's too far to be able to get this. So I think it's these top 4, which means, yeah, first one in is a very, very important thing. And I think Paulson's going to be the one, because they might be in this time or next time. It's this time! Roush is staying out, Duncan's staying out, they're splitting it! Oh, this is big. This is a huge development. Paulson and Angel are in, Roush and Duncan stay out. Bouchard's in, or Ray's in, Bouchard's out. Everyone's splitting strategy, trying to do the opposite of the guy ahead. I see that Shane just coming in. He's trying to get in, get some new tires, get the fuel splash. Are you even going to take tires is the question. No. No, it's a splash and go. Nope. They are not taking tires. They just want the fuel. And that was a good stop out of Shane. He's right on the back of Bartlett now. Let's gauge it. Where is Karenko? Ahead or behind? I think that was him. Yep. Yeah, he lost time. But, you know, he's trying, man. He's trying. Now the big thing is these two. Roush versus Duncan. Like I said, Duncan has a good history at this track. He's always run well. He's always a fast car. And he's showing it again. He's been one of the fastest guys all day long. 3rd fastest on track. But the fastest guy on track is the guy ahead of him, Scott Roush. I wouldn't even count Bouchard out of this. if he can start running really, really good laps after the pits, he might be able to catch him, and a good pit stop could get him right up to the rear. The overcut's better, I think, which means I think it's Roush versus Duncan, but I'm not 100% on that. I am nowhere near 100% on that. Oh, Angel did not get the pit stop he wanted. That is not a good pit for Angel. Or Ray, that is. Ray dropped. So, this is looking like it's just these two are going to battle for this win. Maybe Bouchard, if he gets a good enough stop. But they're in. It's Roush and Duncan together. You need to get the fuel and get out as quickly as possible. They're in their pit stalls. We watch, they're filling up the tank with everything they need. We need to watch who's first out, who's got the pits crew. They had about the same time in the pits. I think Bouchard was slightly faster. There's Paulson! They got Angel! But they didn't get Paulson! Paulson's still out there! Now they need to reel him back in. Where's Bouchard? Not too far. Shane Vincent versus Dan Bartlett for 7th. I think it's 7th. No, it might be 8th. No, that should be 7th, right? I don't know. It's 8th or 7th. I'm not sure. But wow, Shane is putting on the aggression. He's also very known for being aggressive. He's an aggressive driver. He really likes to race you. And he's racing Bartlett hard right now for this position. Yeah, it was Jackson registered 6th because of the pit stops. He ain't 6th anymore. So yeah. No, this is the battle for 7th. And there he is. Shane Vincent making the move on Dan Bartlett. What a performance it's been for the 04. And another move. Here he goes. Duncan now starting to chase after the 42. It's Paulson and versus Duncan. It looks like it's going to be. Roush did not get out well. Like he was there, but he didn't get out. Something didn't click in that car. Now, Duncan, you gotta fight. You just gotta fight for this one. It's the same 4. Paulson, Duncan, Roush, Angel. Then it's Bouchard in 5th. Ray in 6th. Vincent 7th. Bartlett 8th. Who's in 9th? Not either of these two. 9th is Halleck. 10th is Karenko. Curtis, Alog, Shepard. Bowers, Shepard. Benyako, Rahal, Arndt, Van Aller, Jones, Freeze. Jackson had a terrible pit stop as usual at this track. This finish might be explosive. Roush and Angel are pretty much out of it. They're not up to speed. They don't have the speed to keep up with these guys. So I think it's Duncan versus Paulson, and I'm not sure if Duncan has the point lead. I don't remember the exact gap between the top two, but it was not a good pit out of Jackson either. Like, this is what Duncan needs. A second place would be amazing, but a win would be better. And Duncan in the car that the guy ahead of him won a championship in. What used to be the 11 car, I think this used to be his car. Or no, this used to be... Oh, I don't know. It might have been. I believe this is the car that Paulson used to drive, the seat. Well, team leader, obviously, was the seat, but the car specifically, I'm not sure. But Paulson, the former team leader for what was Clever Haas Racing, is now being pressured by the new team leader, William Duncan. 3 to go for Paulson. He's got his teammate up ahead. Can he use him as a pick to keep Duncan at bay? Oh, but a mistake is... That was a huge mistake! Oh! Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt a lot. That was a very big mistake out of Paulson. Lost over half his momentum. And now Duncan, they touch. Oh my God. I told you it'd be explosive, but I didn't expect this. And Roush and Angel are starting to catch back. Are they not out of it? What a battle that was. Duncan has gotten the lead. Away from Paulson, but now he's just hoping and praying that Anderson works with him and doesn't work with Paulson here. But Paulson really wants Anderson to hold him up. But I don't think he can, or he might be black flagged. Oh, but Duncan caught him in a bad place anyway. He didn't catch him in a passing zone. Oh, and he's trying to pass on the outside. He's making a risky move. And Paulson trying to make the move on the inside. He's using his teammate. Oh, he's got to be thanking Anderson over the radio. Duncan's mad. He almost dumps him. Oh, Anderson. No, that was dirty. That was really dirty. He's mad. Duncan's mad. Oh, no. Duncan's really mad at him. Don't dump him, please. He's dumping him. Oh, my God. Duncan, settle. Settle down. Oh, my God. He was livid with Anderson. You are lucky that you got away with that, Anderson. You are lucky you didn't get dumped there. Duncan was really mad. I've never seen someone act like that. He was intentionally trying to push him off the track. Oh my God, I think that just gave Paulson the win, but at what cost for Anderson? Because Anderson, that was overly intentional, and he's going to have to really answer to the stewards for that. After already taking out, or hitting Krenko and taking out Johan, you are going to have to answer for that. Oh my God, there might be a very strict penalty coming to Anderson. After everything he's done today, that is unacceptable. Oh my God, but it's heart racing. 2 to go, and I think Paulson's got this one locked up. Thanks to his own teammate playing spoiler for Duncan. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, wow. It's now Angel versus Roush for second. Duncan's right now in fourth because of Anderson. Oh, and Anderson's doing the same for... Oh, my God. Oh, you asshole. Oh, you asshole. Now Ray's trying to move around him, but he can't. Did he just do that for his other teammate? Is he just going to move out? He's just moving out of the way. Now he's moving out of the way. He's helping his teammates, which... Good teamwork, but man, that's too much. White flag is in the air for Cordell Paulson. Oh my God! Oh no! I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh my God, I can't believe that just happened. What? What? And there's Bartlett making the move back around Shane. Roush and Angel are down. I mean, Duncan's got to be happy about that, but what the fuck just happened in these last 5 laps? Everything just went wrong. Everything went haywire. Paulson's got this in the bag now. There's no way anyone challenges. I need a minute. What? This race is crazy. Through the carousel one last time. His season started off fantastic. And it's gonna continue on an upward trend. Angel's down. Jackson's low, so the guys in the top 10 are gonna have a big points day. But no one's gonna have a better points day than this guy. He's won here once before, I think. No, he hasn't. He barely lost here a few seasons ago. But through the last quarter, and Cordell Paulson is going to take the win for Full Frontal Motorsports. He wins in Spain. What the fuck was this race? Cordell Paulson, it was a great race for the 42 car. Amazing performance out of Paulson. It's his 4th career win, surpassing Fitzwater on the all-times win list. Duncan P2, but after everything that happened, he's got to be happy with today. Bouchard at 3rd. Shane Vincent comes home. A very impressive performance, but that's all thanks to Anderson causing chaos. Hallett finishes P7. Bartlett's P5. And in the wall. Oh, did someone dump him? After the line. Oh, that was Ray. Ray got loose. Ray got loose and went into him. Oh, that's just a 4th. The race is over. He can celebrate a P5 anyway. Ray in P4. Good job, Shane. It's P6, not 4. P6 for Shane Vincent. 7th for Halleck. 8th for Shepard. 9th for Freeze. And Carson Bowers, his first top 10 of the year. In what was one of the most chaotic races I have ever witnessed in the history of ever. Cordell Paulson takes the win. Holy hell. I don't even know anymore. I'm just gonna go with it. Congratulations to Cordell Paulson taking the win around here. Although there was chaos, it was him or Duncan that deserved this, and it was the lap car Anderson that made the difference. Anderson is being called into the steward's office for the incident with Karanko and Johan, the incident with Duncan, and the incident with Shane Vincent and Roger Ray. He is being called into the steward's office big time, and even a possible suspension may be on the table. I don't know, but Anderson has to answer to many people. But Paulson has just got to be thanking him for letting him through and helping him win this race. Congratulations to Cordell Paulson taking the win in La Colina. Let's go look at your finishing results. So congratulations to Cordell Paulson taking his 4th career win here in La Colina. William Duncan is in 2nd. Daniel Bouchard's 3rd. Roger Ray 4th. Dan Bartlett's 5th. Shane Vincent 6th. Jack Halleck 7th. Aiden Shepard 8th. Vince Freeze in 9th. And Carson Bowers round out the top 10. Jackson, not a good day, but because of the incidents that happened, he was able to make up time. Roush and Angel, what the hell was that? They still technically finished 21st and 22nd, but what the hell? There's a lot of incidents the stewards are going to have to look over before they can decide on penalties, so everything will be discussed after the race. But what? That was insane. Look at the retirements, dude. Look at the retirements. I don't even know what happened to Windham. I'm going to look over everything after the race. So if you see anyone that's been in an incident, I'm going to look over everything post-race to figure out all the penalties and stuff. But what? This is going to shake up the points completely. I think Duncan gets the points lead. 11 positions above Jackson. Yeah, probably. Maybe, maybe not. But congratulations to Cordell Paulson. Next time, I'm not going to make a mistake on where we're going this time. Next time, we're going to Autodrome de Paris, which has been a staple on the calendar since the beginning of the series. I believe it's been every season. And once again, grip is being a big factor in these tracks, and it's expected that Paris is going to be another track where grip's a huge factor. But we're just going to have to see how that goes. It's the only speedway in the European Tour that it's all road courses from there on out until we reach Twin Ring as we head to the International Tour. So it's a big... So this is our one chance for the Speedway Ringers to get some good, and that's a big streak of road courses after that. So congratulations to Cordell Paulson taking the win here in La Colina, and we will see you all next time as we head out to France once more for Autodrome de Paris next time. Ciao.